In a world full of uncertainty, where challenges and adversities seem endless, there are those who stand apart, surrounded by an invisible but unbreakable force. This force, often referred to as the divine shield, acts as a powerful protector for those chosen by a higher spiritual will. In this section, we will explore the concept of this divine protection, delving into the significance of the shield, how it operates, and why it is so vital for the chosen ones. The idea of a sacred shield is not merely a metaphor, it is a living force, a divine intervention that surrounds and safeguards those destined for a higher purpose. It is an invisible barrier, a protection forged by divine will, and it stands unwavering against any harm that might come their way. The shield, though unseen, is always present, a constant companion to those who are marked for greatness. Unlike the protections we are familiar with in the material world, the divine shield operates on a much deeper level. It is not bound by the rules of physical reality but exists in the spiritual realm, where it can detect and respond to negative energy or malicious intent. Whether it's envy, hatred, or ill-wishing, this sacred force is ever watchful, ready to intervene and defend those it is designed to protect. For the chosen ones, this shield is more than just a safeguard. It is a divine promise, a sign that they are not alone in their journey. It symbolizes divine favor, the hand of the universe watching over them, and an unwavering support system that works quietly behind the scenes. However, the shield is not just a passive barrier, it is an active force that responds to threats in real time, ensuring that those who oppose the chosen will ultimately face the consequences of their actions. A key element of the divine shield is its ability to detect and neutralize malice. Whether the harm comes from an individual or a collective force, the shield is designed to respond automatically, without needing any direct intervention from the chosen one. This response is both a defensive mechanism and a form of divine justice. When someone harbors harmful intentions, the shield acts as a force of deterrence. At first, the response is subtle, often experienced by the aggressor as a sense of discomfort or unease. They might feel a strange heaviness, a sudden drain of energy that seems to sap their strength. It is as if the universe is telling them that their malice will not go unchallenged. Over time, as these negative intentions persist, the response becomes more pronounced. The aggressor may start to experience symptoms such as fatigue, headaches, or even physical illness, which are not the result of natural causes but a manifestation of the shield's divine intervention. This spiritual punishment is not immediate nor random, it is calibrated to deliver just enough discomfort to make the aggressor reconsider their actions. The more they persist in their negativity, the more severe the consequences become. What might seem like a coincidence or a minor inconvenience is, in reality, a sign of divine justice. The shield does not allow harm to go unchecked, and its power escalates in proportion to the severity of the aggression. While some might view the consequences of defying the shield as a curse, they are, in fact, a form of divine justice. The notion of justice here goes beyond human laws or societal rules. It is rooted in a higher moral order that seeks to protect the righteous and ensure that wrongdoers face the repercussions of their actions. The shield operates not out of malice or vengeance but as a reminder that divine law is immutable. Those who challenge the chosen ones, whether consciously or unconsciously, will eventually learn that they cannot escape the force of this justice. The shield serves as a spiritual teacher, showing those who defy it the error of their ways. It is not a punishment for punishment's sake but a lesson to guide them back onto the path of righteousness. In this way, the shield's response to malice is a form of education, gently steering individuals away from harm. The more a person refuses to heed the warnings, the more intense their suffering becomes, until they are forced to confront the reality that their actions have consequences. The divine justice embodied in the shield is slow and patient, but it is also inevitable. The divine shield operates in ways that humans might never fully understand. It is not always visible, nor is it always apparent to those who are protected. However, for the chosen, there is an undeniable sense of security that comes with knowing the shield is always present. There are moments when the chosen might not even realize how close they came to danger, how many times the shield intervened to keep them safe. This unseen protection is one of the most profound aspects of the divine shield, as it operates quietly in the background, allowing the chosen ones to carry out their missions without the burden of constant fear. This protection is not passive but actively responds to the energy around the chosen ones. It can manifest in small ways, such as a sudden change of circumstances that helps the chosen avoid a potentially harmful situation, or in larger, more dramatic ways, where the aggressor is struck by a force far greater than they ever anticipated. Regardless of how the protection manifests, it is always precise and exact, ensuring that the chosen ones are shielded from harm. The first line of defense provided by the divine shield is its ability to detect malice and ill-willed intentions. Unlike physical barriers that only respond to tangible threats, this shield works on an entirely different level, tapping into the spiritual energy that surrounds people. It is not merely a shield against physical harm, but a safeguard against negative energy that can harm the spirit and soul. Whether the malice comes from individuals who are envious of the chosen or from those who wish to do them harm, the shield detects these intentions long before they can manifest in the physical world. The shield responds swiftly and efficiently, creating a barrier that interferes with the negative energy, preventing it from reaching the chosen one. The effect of this divine shield is subtle but undeniable. Those who harbor negative thoughts and feelings, who wish to manipulate, hurt, or diminish the chosen, will begin to feel the pressure almost immediately. This pressure manifests as a deep sense of discomfort, a feeling of unease that grows the more they persist in their harmful ways. It is not just a psychological discomfort, but a physical one as well. The very presence of the shield causes a draining effect on the energy of those who seek to oppose the chosen. As the video emphasizes, the divine shield does not operate randomly or haphazardly, its response is perfectly calibrated to the level of threat posed. The more intense the malice, the more intense the reaction from the shield. In the beginning, the person opposing the chosen might only feel a mild pressure, perhaps a sudden fatigue, a headache, or a sense of being weighed down by an unseen force. These early signs are subtle, and many might dismiss them as coincidence. However, as the opposition continues, the effect grows stronger. The discomfort becomes more persistent, and the individual may begin to experience a more noticeable physical deterioration. The shield has a way of draining the energy of the aggressor, sapping their strength and vitality in response to their harmful intentions. This is not a mere inconvenience, it is a spiritual warning. As the video suggests, the shield's force acts as a deterrent, compelling those who challenge it to reconsider their actions. For those who persist, the symptoms of this spiritual sickness deepen. The individual may find themselves becoming more tired, their physical health gradually declining. They might experience chronic headaches, an overwhelming sense of exhaustion, or even nausea. These physical symptoms are not coincidental but are the result of the spiritual imbalance caused by their malicious actions. The shield has created an energetic blockade that drains the vitality of those who choose to harm or manipulate the chosen. At this point, many might wonder whether these symptoms are merely the result of natural illnesses or unfortunate events. However, the video makes it clear that what these individuals are experiencing is far from ordinary. The sickness and discomfort that follow defiance are not the result of natural causes but spiritual consequences of their actions. The divine justice at play here is not a curse or a random act of vengeance, it is a consequence of defying the sacred protection surrounding the chosen. Those who choose to oppose the divine will face the inevitable outcome of their actions, a spiritual sickness that cannot be healed by human means. The video describes this sickness as a spiritual form of punishment, a reminder that there are consequences for challenging the divine order. The spiritual punishment manifests physically, but its origin lies deep within the person's soul. As the individual continues to ignore the signs and persists in their harmful ways, the sickness intensifies. What starts as a mild discomfort eventually becomes a full-blown affliction, one that drains not just the person's health but their very will to act. They become more and more aware of their spiritual decay, as the shield's response works slowly but surely to bring them to a point where they can no longer ignore the error of their ways. This is not a punishment meted out from a place of malice, rather, it is a natural result of their defiance. The shield is not trying to destroy them but to teach them, to make them understand that the chosen ones are protected by a higher power, and defying that protection comes with real, inescapable consequences. The chosen ones are not fighting back because they don't need to. Divine justice will take care of those who seek to harm them. As the spiritual sickness takes hold, the person opposing the chosen begins to experience a slow and steady erosion of their strength. This is not a sudden, dramatic collapse, but a gradual decline, a reminder that their actions have led them to this point. The sickness that manifests as physical symptoms, fatigue, weakness, illness, is actually a reflection of the internal spiritual decay that is occurring. The person who defies the shield may initially try to fight back against the discomfort, seeking medical help or engaging in other forms of intervention. However, no amount of medicine, therapy, or physical treatment can alleviate the effects of divine justice. This is a force beyond human comprehension, one that operates on a higher level. As the symptoms worsen, the individual may start to notice that nothing they do can restore their strength. They might try to seek answers from spiritual leaders, but the truth is that their condition is beyond human intervention. The more they resist the divine will, the more their vitality deteriorates. Eventually, they may come to realize that their strength is not being sapped by external forces but by their own actions. The final consequence of defying the divine shield is the realization that divine justice is inescapable. Those who challenge the chosen ones, who continue to defy the sacred protection that surrounds them, will eventually face the ultimate result of their defiance. The sickness and discomfort they experience are not merely temporary afflictions, they are symptoms of a deeper, spiritual decay that cannot be reversed by human means. The video emphasizes that this justice is inevitable. It might be slow, but it is unrelenting. Every action, every step taken against the chosen ones, has consequences, and those consequences will not be avoided. The shield, in its quiet strength, ensures that the chosen are always protected, while those who oppose them will eventually be brought to account for their actions. The power of the divine shield operates on a level far beyond human understanding. It is not just an ordinary protective force, but an intelligent, living entity that operates in complete alignment with divine will. The shield's role is not just to block external threats but to uphold justice and ensure that those who are chosen by a higher power are not swayed by the darkness or negativity of the world around them. One of the most fascinating aspects of the shield is its ability to work behind the scenes. Those who oppose the chosen ones may not even be aware of the shield's presence. They may feel that their actions go unnoticed or that they are operating without consequence. But in reality, the shield is already responding to their malice, shaping events in ways that are invisible to human perception. At first, the responses from the shield may seem coincidental or insignificant. A person who wishes harm upon the chosen might experience a small, unexplained misfortune. They might be met with an unexpected setback or difficulty. These incidents are not random, but the first signs of divine intervention. While the person may dismiss these events as bad luck or coincidence, in reality, they are the early stages of a larger process that is unfolding. Divine justice, unlike human justice, does not act immediately. Instead, it takes its time, allowing the person to realize the error of their ways before escalating the consequences. When someone defies the chosen, they are not just fighting against a person, they are fighting against divine will itself. The shield represents the force of a higher power, and those who oppose it are challenging a force much greater than themselves. The video likens this protection to the wrath of God, a divine intervention that is precise, deliberate, and powerful. The wrath described in the video is not an angry, vengeful act. Instead, it is a righteous and just response to those who act with malice. When individuals attempt to challenge the shield, they are essentially challenging the will of the universe, and in doing so, they expose themselves to the consequences of their actions. The divine wrath that follows is not a reaction out of spite, but an act of maintaining cosmic balance and justice. Throughout history, there have been numerous examples of divine wrath intervening to protect the righteous. From ancient scriptures to modern spiritual teachings, we have seen time and again how those who stand against divine order are brought to their knees. The force of divine intervention is not one to be underestimated, for it is unwavering, unstoppable, and inevitable. Those who persist in opposing the chosen will eventually feel the weight of divine justice fall upon them. The video uses the imagery of a shield made of fire to emphasize the strength and power of divine protection. This shield, crafted from the very essence of divine will, is unyielding and indestructible. Nothing can penetrate it, no matter how powerful or persistent the opposition may be. The fire is symbolic of purification, strength, and the righteous fury of divine justice. It burns with a controlled intensity, ensuring that the chosen ones remain safe and their purpose unimpeded. The fire also serves as a warning to those who dare to oppose the chosen. Just as fire consumes everything in its path, those who challenge the shield will be consumed by the very force they try to defy. The strength of the fire is not arbitrary, it is a divine measure of protection, ensuring that no harm can come to the chosen as long as they remain within the protective force of the shield. This is why the video emphasizes the futility of challenging the shield. Those who seek to manipulate, harm, or challenge the chosen will find themselves facing the full force of divine retribution. The shield's fire burns bright, ensuring that every threat is extinguished before it can do any damage. The shield is not just a passive protector, it is an active, living force that responds instantly to any threat, punishing those who would attempt to harm the chosen. As the video progresses, the concept of unstoppable divine retribution is introduced. The shield, in all its strength, is not something that can be overcome by human will or power. Those who attempt to bypass or overpower the shield will quickly realize the futility of their efforts. The force protecting the chosen is too great, too powerful to be subdued or defeated by any earthly means. In the face of divine retribution, all human strategies and tactics fall short. No matter how much an individual tries to work against the chosen, whether through manipulation, physical force, or cunning, divine justice will always prevail. The more they attempt to fight against the chosen, the more overwhelming the retribution becomes. Every action taken against the chosen one serves only to strengthen the shield and deepen the consequences for those who oppose them. This is the central message of the video: the chosen ones are untouchable as long as they remain within the protection of the divine shield. Those who seek to harm or manipulate them are destined to face the consequences of their actions. Divine retribution is inevitable, and no amount of human effort can alter the course of this divine justice. As the video reaches its climax, it becomes clear that there is no escaping the judgment that awaits those who defy divine will. The shield, while silent and unseen, is a force that ensures that those who challenge the chosen will face the ultimate price for their actions. It is not a matter of if the retribution will come, but when. And when it does, it will be unrelenting, complete, and inescapable. The judgment that awaits those who challenge the shield is not merely a consequence, it is a reflection of the natural order. Just as day follows night and the seasons change in their time, divine justice unfolds according to a higher law. Those who attempt to defy the chosen will be caught in the web of divine retribution, unable to escape the consequences of their defiance. The video closes with a powerful message to the chosen ones: trust in the divine protection that surrounds you. You do not need to fight back or retaliate. The shield will take care of those who seek to harm you, and divine justice will ensure that they face the consequences of their actions. For the chosen, the shield represents more than just protection. It is a symbol of divine purpose and justice, a reminder that they are not alone in their journey. Divine protection is absolute, and as long as they trust in this protection, they will always be safe from harm. The video encourages the chosen to stay focused on their mission, to remain unwavering in their purpose, and to trust that the divine forces watching over them will always be there when needed. The video's central theme is about divine protection and justice, a power that operates beyond human comprehension. For the chosen ones, the key to experiencing this protection in its full capacity lies in faith and surrender. To trust in something that cannot be seen, something that works behind the scenes, is no small feat, but it is the very foundation of the divine shield's effectiveness. Faith is a powerful tool. It allows the chosen ones to remain calm in the face of adversity, to feel confident in their path, even when the road is unclear. The shield operates in a way that is beyond human understanding, often working in silence and subtly guiding events behind the scenes. The challenge for the chosen ones is to trust that they are being guided and protected, even when there is no obvious sign of this protection. It can be difficult to trust in what we cannot see, especially when facing adversity. The chosen ones may encounter challenges, opposition, or difficult situations that seem insurmountable. However, it is precisely in these moments that the shield's protection is most powerful. The divine will does not always reveal itself immediately, and the shield's response may not always be visible at first. But just as a seed grows in the soil before it breaks through the surface, the divine protection is always at work, guiding, healing, and protecting the chosen ones, even when they cannot see the result. To truly embrace the shield, the chosen must learn to surrender to the process. This means releasing control over the outcome and trusting that divine justice will unfold in its own time. The video encourages the chosen ones to stop resisting and to allow the shield to do its work. The more they align themselves with the divine will, the stronger the protection becomes. Once the chosen ones understand the nature of their protection and the importance of faith, they must then align their actions with their higher purpose. The shield is not simply a passive form of protection, it is a force that actively guides and supports the chosen in fulfilling their divine mission. The key to activating the full potential of the shield lies in walking in alignment with the divine path laid out for them. The chosen ones have a higher calling, a unique purpose that only they can fulfill. This is not just about surviving the trials and tribulations of life, it is about thriving in the face of adversity and continuing to move forward, regardless of the obstacles. The shield does not just protect them from harm, it also empowers them to overcome challenges and stay true to their purpose. For the chosen, it is essential to live with intention. This means acting with integrity, making choices that align with their values, and staying true to their mission. Every action they take, every decision they make, should be rooted in the belief that they are fulfilling a higher purpose. This is the way to maximize the effectiveness of the divine shield. In the face of resistance, it is easy to lose sight of this purpose, to become distracted by the negativity or opposition of others. But the shield is not just a defense against external forces, it is also a reminder that the chosen are always being guided toward their ultimate goal. The shield's presence empowers them to keep moving forward, even when things seem difficult. It is through the alignment of their actions with divine purpose that the chosen can truly live in harmony with their protection. Living with the divine shield also requires understanding the nature of divine justice. As mentioned earlier, the shield's responses to malice are not random or malicious. They are part of a greater cosmic order, a divine justice that ensures that those who oppose the chosen will face the consequences of their actions. The chosen ones are not expected to fight back or retaliate, they are protected, and divine justice will handle the rest. The divine justice described in the video is not a human form of justice. It is not about punishment for the sake of revenge or anger, but about restoring balance. The shield works as a balancing force, ensuring that negative energy and malice do not go unchallenged. When the chosen are faced with enemies, they do not need to engage or respond. The shield will take care of the situation, in its own time and way. For the chosen ones, the most important lesson here is to trust in the process. Divine justice unfolds slowly and steadily. It may not always be immediate, and it may not always look like what we expect, but it will always be fair. Every action taken against the chosen will eventually be met with the appropriate consequence, not because of vengeance, but because it is part of the natural order. This understanding allows the chosen to live without fear. They are not tasked with fighting or defending themselves against every opponent, they are tasked with fulfilling their mission. The shield will handle those who oppose them, and they can focus on what truly matters, living in alignment with their divine purpose. The video concludes with a call for the chosen ones to remain steadfast in their purpose, no matter what opposition they face. It is easy to become distracted or discouraged when facing obstacles, but the shield is always there, working silently to protect and guide them. The key is to stay focused on the bigger picture, trusting that the divine path is unfolding exactly as it should. The chosen ones are not alone in their journey. They are surrounded by divine protection, and they are supported by forces beyond human understanding. As the video emphasizes, there is no need to fight back, no need to engage with adversaries. The shield will take care of any obstacles with divine precision. It is through trust and alignment that the chosen ones will fulfill their mission. They are not expected to do everything themselves. Divine protection is always there, and it is through their faith in this protection that they can confidently walk forward, knowing that they are being guided, protected, and supported every step of the way. The final message in the video is an invitation for the chosen ones to connect with others who are also under divine protection. There is strength in unity, and by joining a community of like-minded individuals, they can share their experiences, support each other, and continue to grow in their divine purpose. The community provides a space for the chosen to build confidence, share wisdom, and strengthen their faith as they walk the path that has been laid out for them. As the video closes, the message is clear: the chosen ones are not alone, and they are never without support. Divine protection is absolute and unwavering, and with trust, faith, and alignment, they will always be safe from harm and guided toward their higher purpose. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, there are certain individuals who have always known that they were meant for something more. These individuals, who identify as the chosen ones, have lived their lives carrying a deep, unshakable truth, a spiritual insight that has set them apart from the crowd. For years, they have quietly walked their paths, often misunderstood by others, carrying within them a sense of purpose and understanding that only a few could recognize. However, there is a profound shift happening in the world, a moment that is finally allowing these chosen ones to rise and step into the role they were always destined to fulfill. The message of the video, chosen ones, they're finally realizing what you've known the whole time. This changes everything, is both a celebration and an awakening. It speaks directly to those who have always known they were different, those who have long felt that they carried a deeper truth that others couldn't comprehend. It reassures them that they were not wrong in their convictions, that everything they have felt and known is now being recognized and validated by the world around them. The time has come for these individuals to step forward with confidence, knowing that they have been preparing for this very moment. At the core of this message lies a powerful realization: the chosen ones are not merely existing in the world, they are here for a purpose, and that purpose is now becoming clear to them, and to everyone around them. The video opens with an invitation to center oneself, to embrace a transformative moment that is unfolding in real time. This is a time for spiritual awakening, not just for the chosen ones themselves but for everyone around them. The speaker emphasizes that this shift is not only personal but collective. The world is changing, and as this transformation takes place, those who have long carried the deeper truths are now being seen for who they truly are. The chosen ones are individuals who have always lived with a heightened sense of spiritual awareness. They have known for years that there was more to the world than what meets the eye. While others might have been preoccupied with the mundane, the chosen ones have quietly carried their divine knowledge, sensing that their role was to guide others toward enlightenment. What makes their journey unique is that they have often walked this path alone, without external validation or support. They've been misunderstood, dismissed, or even doubted, but all the while, they've maintained their faith in the truths they carry. But now, the world is catching up. The video highlights a crucial turning point: others are beginning to awaken to these truths. The shift in consciousness is happening on a global scale, and those who were once skeptical or unaware are starting to see what the chosen ones have known all along. This moment of awakening is a validation of the journey these individuals have undertaken. No longer do they have to question their path or feel alone in their understanding. The time has come for them to rise and be seen for who they are: leaders, guides, and spiritual beacons for others. In a world filled with distractions and competing narratives, the chosen ones have often felt out of place. Their unique perspectives and deep spiritual insights have set them apart, and as a result, they've faced challenges in finding others who truly understand them. But this sense of difference is not a curse, it is a divine preparation. The video emphasizes that the chosen ones have been carefully shaped by a higher power to fulfill a sacred role. Their struggles, their moments of solitude, and their inner turmoil were all part of a divine plan to prepare them for the work they are now called to do. For the chosen ones, this awakening is not just about personal growth, it's about stepping into a role that serves the greater good. They were chosen because of their unique ability to see beyond the surface of reality and understand the deeper spiritual truths that lie beneath. These individuals are not meant to be leaders in the traditional sense. Their leadership is quiet, compassionate, and rooted in wisdom. They are here to guide, not through force or control, but through example. This realization is both empowering and humbling. The chosen ones are being called to embrace their role as spiritual guides. They are meant to shine their light for others, not for recognition, but to offer comfort, understanding, and wisdom. Their journeys have prepared them for this moment, and now it is time for them to share what they have learned with the world. At the heart of this message is a powerful truth: the chosen ones are not just special because of what they know, they are special because of their ability to awaken the power within themselves. The video speaks to the inner strength that has been cultivated through years of struggle and self-reflection. This strength is what allows the chosen ones to lead others without fear or judgment. It's what enables them to be patient and compassionate as they guide others toward enlightenment. For those who identify as chosen ones, it's important to understand that this moment of awakening is not just a validation of their past experiences but a call to action. They are being asked to step into their divine roles and lead others with humility and grace. The world is ready for their wisdom, and it is up to them to rise to the occasion. As the video continues, it reassures the chosen ones that their struggles have not been in vain. Every hardship, every moment of doubt, and every feeling of isolation has been part of the preparation process. They were never meant to walk this path alone, and now the world is ready to see the light they have always carried within. The time has come to embrace their role as spiritual guides and leaders. This awakening of others is not just about personal validation, it signals a collective shift in consciousness. The world is changing, and more people are beginning to understand the deeper spiritual truths that the chosen ones have always known. There is a sense of urgency in the air, a recognition that the time for transformation has arrived, and the chosen ones are here to help guide others through it. For the longest time, the deeper truths of the universe, the divine, and our existence were confined to those who were spiritually attuned, those who carried an innate understanding of the mysteries of life. The majority of people lived their lives focusing on external matters, often distracted by the noise of the world. But now, the vibrations are changing. The frequency of consciousness is rising, and more individuals are starting to awaken to a greater understanding of who they are and why they are here. This shift means that the world is beginning to see what the chosen ones have always known. The truths they have carried in silence, truths about the nature of reality, the interconnectedness of all beings, and the divine purpose that exists for every individual, are now being recognized. It is as though a veil is lifting, and those who were previously unaware of the spiritual realities are now starting to tune into them. This shift is both exciting and humbling for the chosen ones. It validates everything they have ever believed in, even when others dismissed them as dreamers or idealists. What was once perceived as strange or unrealistic is now being understood as the truth. The chosen ones have always been ahead of their time, seeing the world not for what it is, but for what it could be. Now, others are beginning to catch up, and the chosen ones are being called to help lead the way. As the world shifts and more people begin to awaken, the chosen ones will start to see signs of this awakening in the individuals around them. These signs are often subtle at first, an open question, a moment of clarity, or a new willingness to explore the mysteries of life. The people around them may not immediately understand the depths of the truths that the chosen ones carry, but they will begin to ask questions and seek answers in ways they never did before. It is in these moments that the chosen ones can step forward and offer guidance. However, it is essential to approach this process with patience and humility. The video emphasizes that the chosen ones should not force their insights onto others but instead allow people to discover the truths for themselves. Just as the chosen ones had their own journey of awakening, so too must others experience their own process in their own time. There will be moments when others look to the chosen ones for answers, seeking comfort and wisdom. The video encourages the chosen ones to be a beacon of light, offering insights and guidance without judgment. This is not a time to impose beliefs but a time to share wisdom from a place of love and compassion. Each individual is on their own unique journey, and it is important to honor that journey, even if it seems different from your own. The awakening of others will not happen overnight, and it is important for the chosen ones to remain patient and understanding during this time. People will awaken at their own pace, and it is not for the chosen ones to rush this process. Rather, their role is to lead by example and offer support when needed. This is not a race, it is a shared journey of discovery and growth. As the world begins to awaken to the truths the chosen ones have always known, there is a deep sense of validation. For years, you may have felt like an outsider, carrying wisdom that no one seemed to understand. Perhaps you questioned yourself at times, wondering if you were on the right path. But now, as others begin to recognize the same truths, you are reminded that your journey was never in vain. This validation is not about seeking approval from others but about affirming your own inner knowing. It's a reminder that the path you've walked, the struggles you've faced, and the lessons you've learned were all part of a greater plan. Your role as a chosen one was not a random accident, it was divinely orchestrated, and now the world is starting to see that. In a way, this awakening of others brings the chosen ones full circle. They have always known the truth, but now, the world is beginning to understand that truth. This is a beautiful moment of alignment where the work the chosen ones have been doing, often in silence and solitude, is finally being recognized. It's as though the divine plan is coming into focus, and the chosen ones are being affirmed for the work they've done, even when no one else saw it. This moment is a reminder that everything happens in divine timing. The chosen ones may have spent years questioning their purpose, but now the world is catching up. The truths they've always carried are becoming clearer to others, and this realization serves as a reminder that their path has always been aligned with a higher purpose. The struggles, the challenges, the solitude, everything was preparing them for this moment. The video encourages the chosen ones to move forward with humility and service. As others begin to awaken, the chosen ones are being called to guide them, but this guidance should come from a place of compassion and patience. It is not about power or control, it is about offering love, wisdom, and understanding. The chosen ones have been prepared for this role not by force or strength, but by their capacity for empathy, compassion, and patience. As more people begin to realize the truths that the chosen ones have always carried, it is essential for the chosen ones to remember the importance of humility. They are not superior to those who are awakening, they are simply further along in their spiritual journey, and it is their role to help others find their own way. The chosen ones are called to serve, not to dominate or control. In the end, the awakening of others is not just about the chosen ones stepping into their power, it's about the collective awakening of humanity. The chosen ones are here to help guide others on their own journeys, offering wisdom without judgment and leading by example. It's a time of profound transformation for everyone, and the chosen ones have been uniquely prepared to help others navigate this process. For many chosen ones, the path has never been straightforward. It has been filled with moments of confusion, loneliness, and frustration. They may have often felt misunderstood, as though they were living in a world that didn't quite align with their unique spiritual perspective. However, it is through these very challenges that they have been prepared for their sacred role. The divine plan that has been unfolding in their lives was not about ease or comfort, it was about growth, resilience, and becoming the person they were always meant to be. The video reminds the chosen ones that every experience they've had, every trial they've faced, has been a part of this divine preparation. The hardships were not random or meaningless, they were necessary steps on the path toward greater wisdom and understanding. Each challenge has shaped the chosen ones into individuals who are strong in their faith, grounded in their purpose, and unwavering in their commitment to guiding others. This divine preparation is a sacred process. It is not something to be taken lightly, nor is it something that can be rushed. It takes time to cultivate the qualities that are necessary for this role: patience, humility, empathy, and wisdom. The chosen ones have been carefully guided and nurtured through their experiences, and now they are being called to step into their full power as spiritual leaders. One of the most important aspects of divine preparation is understanding that everything unfolds in divine timing. For many chosen ones, there may have been times when they questioned their purpose or felt disconnected from the higher plan. They may have wondered why their journey was so difficult, or why it seemed like others were moving forward while they were stuck in the same place. But the truth is that everything has been unfolding exactly as it should. The video emphasizes the importance of trusting in the divine timing of the universe. There is no need to rush or force things to happen. The chosen ones have been preparing for this moment for a long time, and now the universe is aligning to bring them into their full power. They are being asked to trust that everything they have been through, the pain, the confusion, the solitude, has all been necessary for their growth. It has all been leading them to this very moment where they can step into their sacred role and begin guiding others. This trust in divine timing is also essential when it comes to guiding others. As people around them begin to awaken to the truths the chosen ones have always carried, it's important to remember that everyone has their own unique spiritual journey. While the chosen ones may be ready to step into their role as guides, others may still be processing their own spiritual awakening. The chosen ones must exercise patience and trust that everyone will awaken in their own time. Just as they were shaped and prepared over time, so too will others be. This is not a race, it is a shared journey. The chosen ones are here to guide, not to push or rush others along the path. The video encourages them to be patient with themselves and with others, trusting that each person's journey will unfold as it is meant to. Now that the chosen ones are beginning to recognize their divine purpose, it is time to step fully into their sacred role. This role is not one of ego or personal gain, but one of service and humility. The chosen ones are called to be beacons of light for others, offering guidance and wisdom without expectation or judgment. This is not about seeking recognition or praise, it is about leading by example and offering comfort to those who are seeking the truth. Stepping into this role requires immense courage and self-awareness. The chosen ones must be willing to let go of their personal desires and focus entirely on the greater good. They are being called to lead with compassion, to offer guidance without force, and to serve others with an open heart. This role as spiritual guides is sacred, and it is one that comes with great responsibility. The chosen ones are not just here to offer advice, they are here to model the spiritual principles they have learned over their lifetimes. They are meant to embody the truths they carry, allowing their actions and words to inspire others. By leading through example, they can help others awaken to their own divine purpose and guide them on their spiritual journeys. The video also emphasizes that the chosen ones are not walking this path alone. They carry the light of the divine within them, and that light is what will guide them through every challenge and obstacle they encounter. It is this light that makes them special, this light that sets them apart from others. But it is also this light that they must share with the world. The divine preparation they have undergone has been about igniting that light and allowing it to shine brightly, not for personal gain, but to illuminate the path for others. This light represents wisdom, truth, and compassion, qualities that the chosen ones have cultivated over their journeys. It is a beacon of hope and inspiration for those who are lost or searching for answers. By stepping fully into their role as spiritual guides, the chosen ones are called to share this light freely with others, offering guidance and support to those who need it most. However, the video also reminds the chosen ones that they must remain grounded in their faith and in their connection to the divine. It is this connection that sustains them, that keeps their light shining brightly. Without this connection, they would lose sight of their true purpose. The divine is the source of their wisdom, and it is from this source that they must draw their strength. As the chosen ones step into their divine roles, they are reminded to do so with clarity and confidence. This is not a time for self-doubt or hesitation. They have been prepared for this moment, and now it is time to act. The world needs their light, their wisdom, and their guidance. By trusting in the divine plan and in their own abilities, the chosen ones can step forward with confidence, knowing that they are exactly where they are meant to be. This is not just a time of personal awakening, it is a time of collective transformation. The chosen ones are at the forefront of this spiritual revolution, guiding others toward enlightenment and understanding. They are not just leaders, they are beacons of hope for the world. One of the most profound aspects of being a spiritual guide is the responsibility to lead by example. The chosen ones are not merely here to provide advice or information, they are here to embody the very truths they have carried within themselves for so long. Their actions, words, and energy must reflect the wisdom they hold. To lead others on a spiritual journey, the chosen ones must first be grounded in their own spiritual practices and inner peace. The video stresses that the chosen ones have been prepared for this moment through years of personal growth, inner turmoil, and reflection. They have experienced hardship, doubt, and confusion, but these experiences have cultivated their ability to lead with humility and grace. It is through these experiences that they have learned the importance of walking the path of spirituality authentically. To be a true guide, the chosen ones must not only speak of the divine truths but must live them out every single day. This is a crucial point in the journey of the chosen ones. They are called to act as living examples of the very wisdom they wish to share. By showing others the fruits of their inner work, peace, balance, clarity, and love, the chosen ones will inspire others to walk the same path. Their light will shine through their actions, and it will be a light that others are naturally drawn to. It is through living out their truths that they will inspire others to awaken and embrace their own spiritual path. While it's easy to think of leadership as a position of power or authority, the leadership that the chosen ones are being called to embody is one that is rooted in service, not ego. This is not about dominating others or seeking recognition. Instead, it is about serving with a deep sense of compassion, offering guidance to those in need, and being a source of comfort for those who are struggling. The chosen ones are called to serve as spiritual companions, walking alongside others on their journeys without judgment or expectation. The video encourages the chosen ones to recognize that their role as spiritual guides is not about them, it's about those they are meant to serve. This is a humbling realization, and it calls for an intentional release of any desire for personal validation or accolades. The spiritual path is not a race to be first or to be seen as the most enlightened, it is a path of service and sacrifice. The chosen ones must offer their wisdom without expecting anything in return. They must share their light freely, knowing that their reward is not external but comes from the inner peace and fulfillment that comes from fulfilling their divine purpose. In moments when they may feel discouraged or unseen, the chosen ones are reminded that their service to others is sacred. Every act of compassion, every moment of guidance, and every instance of shared wisdom is part of a greater divine plan. It is not about being recognized for their efforts, but about knowing that they are making a difference in the lives of those around them. In this way, the chosen ones are called to practice humility at all times, remembering that their purpose is much greater than personal gain or recognition. One of the most important virtues for the chosen ones to embody as they step into their role as guides is patience. The spiritual journey is not linear, and each person moves at their own pace. While the chosen ones may have already undergone a deep spiritual awakening, others around them may still be in the early stages of their own journey. The video emphasizes that the chosen ones must have patience with others, recognizing that everyone awakens in their own time. This patience also extends to themselves. As the chosen ones step into their leadership role, they must not expect immediate results or transformations in others. Awakening is a gradual process, and each person's path is unique. The chosen ones are reminded to trust in the divine timing of the process and to remain grounded in their own faith. Even if others do not immediately understand or embrace the truths the chosen ones share, they are called to trust that the seeds they plant will eventually grow. The video also reminds the chosen ones that their patience is not only a gift for others, it is also a gift for themselves. It is through patience that they will find peace and serenity in their work. They must resist the urge to rush or force others to change. The best way to help someone awaken is to create a space where they feel safe, loved, and supported in their own journey. By being patient, the chosen ones create an environment where others can explore their spiritual truths at their own pace. Humility is another key component of the spiritual guide's role. The chosen ones are not meant to take credit for the wisdom they share, nor are they meant to boast about the transformations they facilitate in others. Instead, they are called to remain humble and recognize that their insights come from a higher source, the divine. It is not their own wisdom that they share, but the wisdom that flows through them as vessels of truth. The video highlights that the chosen ones must approach their role with a deep sense of gratitude and humility, recognizing that they are simply channels for divine energy. This humility allows them to serve with authenticity and integrity, knowing that their work is not about them but about the divine purpose they are fulfilling. The chosen ones are not meant to be idolized or placed on pedestals, they are meant to be humble servants, offering guidance and support to those in need. In moments when the chosen ones may feel overwhelmed or uncertain about their path, it is important for them to return to humility. They must remember that their journey is one of service, not self-glorification. Every act of guidance and every moment of leadership should be offered with the recognition that they are merely instruments of a greater divine force. By remaining humble, the chosen ones will continue to be in alignment with their divine purpose and will be able to offer their wisdom in the purest, most loving way possible. The final message of the video reinforces that the chosen one's role as guides is a sacred responsibility. They are not just leaders in the traditional sense, they are spiritual leaders, called to help others awaken to their own divine purpose. This responsibility is immense, but it is one that the chosen ones have been prepared for. They are not alone in this journey, the divine is with them, guiding them every step of the way. As the chosen ones embrace their role as guides, they are reminded that they must remain grounded, patient, and humble. The world is in need of their wisdom, and now is the time for them to rise and fulfill their divine calling. They are not simply leaders, they are light-bearers, walking the path ahead to illuminate the way for others.